Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics, Lake Country, Wisconsin's best pop culture destination for new comics, back issues, gaming, retro video games, vinyl, and figures. Give them a call, 262-569-9999. Check them out online at cowabungacomics.com or follow them on Twitter at Incredicow. They are our LCS, and we utilize their deep discount mail order service to bring Oconomowoc, Wisconsin closer to us. They'll take care of you. Tell them Drew and Kyle sent you. Say hi to Eric and James from us. If you need an LCS, you can't go wrong with Cowabunga Comics. It's time once again for our winter giveaway. This giveaway is very simple to enter. Be a patron. So the easiest way to enter is go to patreon.com/comicsfunprofit. Become a patron at any level at our Patreon site, and you can do it that way. You can also enter by going to Threadless and buying some merch and tagging us in a photo of you in said merch. So if you like one of our t-shirts or hats or whatever, and you go to comicsfunprofit.threadless.com and find all our merch and like some of it, buy it, wear it. You can either tag us in social with you wearing it, or send us a photo of you wearing it, and you're entered. So those are the two ways: be a patron and buy merch, and then you get entered in our winter giveaway, which is fun swag giveaways of photos and stickers and signed comics, just like our fall giveaway was. And we had 5 lucky winners win stuff in our fall giveaway. So we're hoping to have as many entrants this time that we can give away that many again. So be a patron, buy merch, enter the winter giveaway.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 879 for our comics originally releasing January 30th and January 31st. My goodness, this first month of the year is flying by, and we have a 5th week already on some things. So we shall see, Drew. But before we get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops, Drew, what else you got going on? Other than me clearing out some COVID.
Still recovering.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. If history tells us anything, then we know that probably that 5th week's going to be pretty crappy once we get the sneak peek. But you never know.
It's weird. We're like January typically down, 5th week typically down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Those two together, eek. But our old buddy John Flores wrote in and he said, "What, you haven't done a what you reading, what you watching, what you playing update for a long time. What are you guys doing? What kind of media are you consuming?" So for me, for the comic front, I read Red Light 2nd issue. If you recall, that's the AWA book that is about the synth robot sex worker trying to escape. Pretty fun stuff. Masterpiece by Brian Michael Bendis from Dark Horse. Really good book. I recommend it. Swan Songs finished up. That's the W. Maxwell Prince image book. The guy who does Ice Cream Man I love so much, and Swan Songs was maybe better than Ice Cream Man. A 6-issue anthology all about the ending of something, and each issue was kind of a different ending. Would have been on a lot of people's top end of year lists. So it's not just me that likes it. Then I dipped my toe, as I said, into the gang war. So I've been gang warring all over the place. So that's Spider-Man, of course, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Miles Morales, Spider-Woman, Hands of Kung Fu, all these gang war tie-ins. And it hasn't been awful. Some better than others. I actually like all the little gangs, and of course the Spider-Man main series is way better than all the others. So I really like that. Of course, still reading Nightwing. Glad to see that back. It's still great, of course. Damn Them All finished up. That's the Boom book. That's kind of like a female Constantine by Cy Spurrier. Very good book. It finished up. It was originally a 6-issue series. They extended it to an ongoing. Then they got to 12 and said, you know what? It's about enough. So,
Wow.
Yeah, not really an ongoing. Just went from a mini series to a maxi series, but that's still cool. Yeah, tons. I did go ahead like I promised and read Dear Editor.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, Dear Editor was it was good. It's about a deer editor who's trying to uncover a mystery. And the funny part is, like, he's a deer. People know he's a deer. Nobody else is a deer.
Okay.
And he just exists as a deer and does deer things, and people make jokes about him being a deer, but that's kind of like, that's as far as it goes. It's not like it's weird in that universe. So that's kind of fun and interesting the way they do that. The Madness was this book by J.W. Straczynski from AWA that I missed. And it's about a superhero who loses their mind and goes crazy. And what happens? And what happens is they go out, they get revenge on the person who wronged them to make them crazy. So, and that was really fun. A fun 6 issues. I recommend that. Started Fear of a Red Planet, an Aftershock book about kind of a murder mystery on a Mars installation. That's pretty fun. Another AWA book. I'm really going down an AWA rabbit hole.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Book called Bad Mother. I liked that a lot. It's about a bad mom who thinks she's a bad mom, but she's really not that bad. What else finished up? Oh, AWA's Rumpus Room finished up. So this is the Mark Russell book where the billionaire Elon Musk kind of a guy is just kidnapping people, keeping them in his rumpus room in his basement, and then they have to like vote each other off the island one by one, and he kills them and turns them into face cream. Kind of twisted, but very satirical look at society, only Mark Russell can do, but also kind of gruesome and fun. So those are some of the comics that I've read lately that I've been digging. What have you been playing, Kyle? What have you been watching? What have you been doing besides being sick?
Yeah, aside from being sick and kids and them being sick and everything. So we've got a new season of some anime that hits. So there's been a couple that I've been enjoying. One of them's called Solo Leveling. It's been really good. It's only like 3 or 4 episodes of that's come out, and I kind of really fell for that, and it cut me off at a place where it made me mad after just a couple episodes. I want to know what happened. So I started reading the light novel on that one. And by that, I mean listening to the light novel on that one, audiobook wise, because that way I can do it at work.
So a light novel is just a like 200-page book that's not graphic.
Yes, 7 hours. You use 6-7 hours per book.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
As far as nothing too crazy. There's a couple neat little like Dungeon Delicious that's on Netflix, and a couple other things that have been fun little anime as well that I've kind of enjoyed there.
Too many cartoons. Look at you.
Passively watching anime and playing on my phone has been the most easy thing for me to do in the evenings and stuff lately.
So you don't miss much.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I've been reading through that trade paperback that Dynamite put out for that Dying Light, the Dying City video game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Eric from Cowabunga was very, very sweet and sent me that. And it is really, really good. It's a very early prequel to those games and really fleshes that world out. It's been super good. I've really liked that.
That's a game you recommended to me. So
I fell hard for that series and that game. It's really fun. I got my PC all set up, upgraded my video card and stuff. So I've been playing a little bit of Elden Ring on the PC.
Ooh.
Getting ready to. I've been kind of pulling back from jumping into Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
The big Dungeons and Dragons game
So for my frame of reference, the last two games I played hard were Fallout and Skyrim. Are they either one of those in that realm?
It's going to be. It is a Skyrim-esque game.
Both Baldur's Gate and Elden Ring are?
Yeah, well, yeah. So Baldur's Gate is very Skyrim-ish. It's very fantasy. It's essentially it is video game Dungeons and Dragons. You literally create a character, create a class, all that fun stuff. But it's very, very fleshed out in the big one. Still running through the new Zelda on Switch. Still doing that when I got time on that.
Okay. This is after Breath of the Wild. What's it called?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Very cool.
Rewatching Psych.
No.
my kind of comfort show at the moment. I love Psych. I was doing the Nathan Fillion drama, The Rookie.
Yeah.
Where he plays the cop. I was going through that.
Great.
But then my Hulu disappeared from a friend of ours who cut my Hulu off. So then I went back to Psych for a small amount of time.
And then the impression Hulu got absorbed by somebody. Is that not true?
I mean, Hulu is an offset of a lot of things.
I thought it was part of Disney now. Like if you have Disney Plus, you have Hulu. Is that not true?
I do not believe that's true. And I know, like, when I was looking to upgrade Spotify, if I upgraded Spotify, I got Hulu. It's attached to a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think what else. A few other just, regular books and stuff I've been reading as well. And I have the Hogwarts Legacy sitting there. I'm getting ready to start on the Xbox.
Oh, man. That looked pretty neat.
Yeah.
That looked like a good one. I bet I would like that game.
And then trying to catch up on Nightwing. I've got the Transformers and the Void Rivals all sitting here, and I'm going to just hammer through one of them and then hammer through the other one.
We'll go Void Rivals first.
Okay. Yeah, I've got those series sitting here. And then
how far back are we talking? Is not it's before the pirate arc, I'm guessing.
That's right where I'm at. I'm at the beginning.
You're not that far back.
No. I'm traditionally always a month or two behind.
Yeah.
It just seems to be on that.
So you and my daughter were kind of geeked out about this.
Yeah, we got a trailer for live action Airbender.
Okay. So Airbender is an anime?
No.
Okay.
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
This one is a cartoon. It is not an anime. It's just a cartoon.
Okay. So now it's live action.
And now it's live action. And Netflix has done very well with like the live action for One Piece was super good. So I've got high hopes for this. Even though I know everything was going to
happen. Well, it could be a Last of Us situation, right?
Yeah,
where you know a lot of the stuff that's happening, but there's still surprises along the way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
which would be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm
contemplating the new. A buddy of mine is buying the Suicide Squad game that comes out here in a couple weeks.
Oh,
so I'm gonna let him start it and tell me whether it's worth jumping into or not.
Very cool.
Because I did all the Arkham games, and it's the same studio that did those, but of course not. You're not necessarily just playing as Batman, so it's going to be different.
I am cursed to watch mostly British murder shows with my wife, and today we mixed it up, and she also really likes disaster movies, but not any disaster movies, natural disaster movies, and not really any natural disasters. Pretty much tornado movies.
So, oh my goodness! So there's more than just Twister out there.
So yeah, everything's chasing Twister, and so we watched 3 today.
Wow!
3 tornado movies that were not Twister, and Twister being the granddaddy of
The
all,
granddaddy of them, yeah.
the only good one, right?
And
And
it being 20 years old.
yeah, so sometimes we can, we can go and get an earthquake. We can see a San Andreas. We can see an end of the
A
world
solar flare
calamity,
here or there.
a solar flare. But for the most part, it's got to be tornadoes.
Yeah.
And, there's probably 30 tornado movies in existence. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
Now,
we're
would
close.
she permit Sharknado, or what, does that not classify?
We haven't had to get down that far yet, but I think it's coming. It is coming because I think we watched Tornado Alley, or I believe it was Tornado Alley, which was like old school. It was probably early 2000s. And then after that, we went to The Night of the Twisters, which is a 1996 TV movie.
Wow.
And with John Schneider, Bo Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
And they have payphones that they're using and hairstyles that look very familiar to me.
They're using Encyclopedia Britannica to look up things.
Yeah, it's a very dated square letterbox 4:3 aspect ratio movie. But yeah, we watched that, and so sometimes my wife leaves the house, and then I get to watch cool stuff.
There we go.
When she's here, I don't get to do that. I just have to watch these. This is what I have to watch, and I just have to smile and nod, and this is great. So, send help. I think is what I'm trying to say.
But it's all worth it because it's time spent together.
Yes, it's time spent together watching crap. But so thank you, John, for that suggestion. Every once in a while, we'll do that. Nobody wants to hear every week probably what we're up to media wise, but every once in a while when we build up a stack of stuff, we'll do a rundown, let you guys know what we think of what's going on media wise in our recent past. And I appreciate the ask. Hope you were speaking for more than just yourself, and other listeners also wanted to hear that. So now I believe our good friends at CBSI didn't feel like working this today, so they didn't put up their top hot 10. So we're going to skip them, and we're going to go straight to our good friends at Lunar, who have a Image Comics catalog for us that's going to give us April comics, which I see a big double page spread. It's the first thing I'm looking at, which looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's okay. CBSI would have just been Spider-Man or Ultimate Universe stuff anyways.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all good. With this giant Image Comics spread, we got all kinds of stuff. I see Geigers and all kinds of crazy things in the front running around.
I don't know a lot of these that are on here. I'm like, I don't read as much Image as I used to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who's that guy? That's got to be a local man, maybe.
Why does that dog have two heads? What's going on here?
Who is that?
But we're going to start it out with a book called Drawing Blood. David Avalon and Kevin Eastman writing this. It's a 12-issue series.
Very nice.
Drew, we have action, adventure, crime and mystery, and humorous.
Okay. Funny crime and a little adventure. Okay. It looks pretty
Kevin
good.
Eastman teamed up with the former publisher of the popular Heavy Metal magazine, returning to comics with a roller coaster life of a successful comic reader.
Wow. And Eastman's doing the writing.
And some art and the cover.
And then the other guy's doing what?
The
story is what? Yeah.
So,
but he's not. So David Avalone is the guy from Heavy Metal.
Yes.
Okay. So he doesn't do art. Gotcha.
12-issue series, $4 a pop. So we shall see on that one.
I'm gonna check that out, man. I'm in.
Yeah, Ben Bishop doing cover B and C. Some neat stuff there.
Yeah, it's a really good art style. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of good cover page, or a lot of good internals if you want to kind of get a feel for it on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Then we get into Geiger #1. series premiere. Wait, we've seen this before. I don't know that this is the series premiere.
Well, it's an all-new ongoing of Geiger. So back, and instead of picking up where we left off, we'll just start a new number 1 because that's what we do. So, okay.
Yeah, we're not colon. We're not any subclass. We're just Geiger 2024, I guess.
Yeah, and this is Jeff Johns' imprint Ghost Machine, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's what it was. He wanted to put it under his own imprint for publications and other ancillary product tie-in reasons.
Yeah.
Looks like he has not only this, but also Redcoat, which is another Ghost Machine imprint that Jeff Johns is doing the writing, and
Yep.
is Brian Hitch doing the art. So enjoy this first one, and then the second issue will probably be delayed.
Yeah, we have 2 different imprints on it. We have Ghost Machine, and we also have this Unnamed. The Unnamed. So, some interesting things here.
Oh, that's another imprint, you think?
You know, it's right under the creative team on the front cover of both Redcoat and Geiger.
Huh.
Yeah, so.
The newest unnamed hero. Unnamed is like a shared universe, maybe?
These are great questions.
Maybe. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Why read when you can just guess?
Yeah. So things like this, Rook Exodus #1 is another Jeff Johns book. This is a Ghost Machine book, but this is not an unknown book.
Unnamed
book, that either.
Right.
And we keep getting free pages here. So if we look at Geiger, we're getting 32 pages for $4.
Yeah.
If we look at Redcoats, we're getting 40 pages for $4. And if we go down to Rook Exodus, we're getting 48 pages for $4.
Yeah.
You know, they're just giving us free pages as far as the eye can see.
So Geiger took a break, and while they took a break, they cranked out 3 freaking books.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nuts. And that's a lot.
Yeah, so these are all. So this is the Ghost Machine rollout, and there are 3 books. Very cool.
Yeah, that's impressive. That is impressive. So
all
after
right,
that, we're going to do something that looks very much like Spawn.
Yeah.
Does that not look like Spawn to you? Rat City?
That looks very much like Spawn to me.
Erica Schultz and then a Z Carlos on art.
Okay. So Peter Kern is an ex-soldier, an amputee, and a hellspawn in a post-war future. But Peter's not dead like AI. Peter got his spawn powers from the nanites in his prosthetic leg. Nanites that will affect when AI summons initiated his microplasmic. Is it Al?
Al Simmons.
Sure.
Isn't that Spawn's name, Al Simmons?
Oh, yep. Now I see what you're saying. Yep. And then it clarifies that down here when Al Simmons initiates the name. Yep. Interesting.
Yeah, and it's 40 pages for $4. Okay, so this is Rat City is a Spawn verse title, basically. Connected somehow. Why do you need that? Why do you need if the only tangential connection? Okay, well there's a lot of Spawn in this. Now I'm looking at the interior pages. There's a giant ethereal Spawn cover page or splash page. Mm-hmm. So all right, you do you, Erica Schultz and Todd McFarlane. Volume 2 of Saint Mercy. From Godland #1 of 4. See, Geiger, that's how you do it. You tell us it's a volume 2. You give us a colon. You give us a new title over this story arc. You don't just willy-nilly put another Geiger #1 out.
Top Cows got it down pat.
Is that who's doing this one?
Yep. I like that Image has given us all kinds of preview pages.
Yeah, I do too. I like when they do that. These are nice too. Yeah, really
back
nice.
With more Universal Monsters, Drew, and we are already at Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives #1.
Oh.
Dan Waters and Ram V on this one. So a new horror dream team resurrects one of the most iconic monsters, the creature from the Black Lagoon. 32 pages, $5. Some very cool classic covers. I like Alex Ross.
I like that I like what they're doing. That's fun. I mean, I don't really care much about these classic monster movies.
No, I've never been. You know me, I'm not a horror guy.
Yeah, and I bet you Mike Myers is loving this because he was always a old school movie type of guy. So I bet you he's really digging these.
Interesting preview pages on it.
Yeah,
very well done.
They look pretty good. Yeah, I like the look at those pages too. Dang, very cool.
Another new product here from Ashley Wood and T.P. Louise, 7174 AD, number 1, an ongoing book about action adventure, science fiction, and the occult and supernatural. First time in newsprint from the fevered brain and drawing desk of T.P. Louise and Ashley Wood comes an all-new ongoing series collecting bits and bobs from Ash's storied career. Up first, 2 full-length tales featuring 48 newsprint pages of madness and mayhem.
Yeah, this is a very smudgy art style.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure that's going to appeal to a lot of or to everyone. I mean, I don't think I would. I wouldn't be drawn to this type of art style. It's just, not for me. But if it was like a creator that I had to read, I would do it. But
there you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hack and Slash celebrating 20 bloody years to Hack and Slash Kill Your Idols one shot, written by our boy Tim Seeley with art by Stefano Caselli.
Yeah, well, I love Hack Slash. It's just weird jumping back and forth because the Zoe Thorogood is like a prequel. So this is back in the present, and there's a lot of you got to jump back and forth. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess.
They're all swinging baseball bats.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good series, good character, killing zombies,
killing and murdering. What more can you want? Trade paperback for the first section of The Call from Gally Thompson available. Call 1 through 5.
It was so good. It was a really good book.
Trade for Ryan Katie's Destiny Gate, issues 1 through 4. Enfield Gang 1 through 6.
Yeah, we just got the last one of those, so I got to read that.
Second trade for Fine Print.
Forged, which I still got to read.
I should have read that. I like Sejic.
Oh, yeah.
Forged, Kaptara, Little Monsters. Hardcover for Little Monsters, 1 through 3.
So there's 2 volumes of fine print by Stjepan Sejic, and we didn't read any of it?
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself on that one.
I wonder if this is like a I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Maybe it just slipped through my crack somehow. The crack.
Oh.
Yeah. There's that Captera Volume 2, Chip Zdarsky. Little Monsters collected as a deluxe hardcover.
Rick Remender's The Sacrificers.
I missed this one too.
Schlub gets a trade.
When do I miss a Rick Remender?
My Cliffy B book Scrapper gets a hardcover right away.
Yes, I did skip that. Backlist Spotlight is Worlds Within Worlds. As we welcome the Ghost Machine family of connected titles to Image, here's an opportunity to stock up on other shared universes in the Image cosmos. You got the Massive Verse of Kyle Higgins with Radiant.
Drew's favorite Massive Verse.
Radiant Black, Radiant Pink, Radiant Red, Rogue Sun, Dead Lucky, and Inferno Girl Red. You tell me if it's any good, folks. I'm not reading that.
Drew, this is just a page of straight Image superheroes. This is right where you live.
The Invincible World, so I like Invincible. I read Astounding Wolfman. I think I might have read an issue of Tech Jacket and an issue of Brit. But that's about enough. Spawnverse, don't read any. There's a lot of it.
Lot of Spawn.
Yeah. And I'm surprised, shared universe, they don't have the Energon on here.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
All right, back into our floppy ongoings, and we have The End of Antarctica, the Simon Burke's book, 10 of 10. The penultimate Bloody Dozen Tale of the Shrouded College. It's 5 of 6 from Charles Soule.
And remember, there's going to be 7 of these Bloody Dozens by the time it's all said and done. So
it's a lot of dozens.
Cool. A lot of dozens.
Cabinet 3 of 5. Cobra Commander 4 of 5. Who's Coming Out of the Swamp? Crave 5 of 6 from Maria Levitt. Duke finishing up its miniseries 5 of 5 there.
Dutch is like an old property, right?
Yep, 3 of 3. Comes in with a little and leaves just as easy. Feral number 2. Haven't got a chance to start that yet, but the second one there.
Okay, wait. What's the homage there for cover B?
Nightmare on Elm Street? I want to say Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. That looks like what it could be. Forge starts a new story arc.
Raka. Gunslinger Spawn. I love that cover B. That Javi Fernandez. Gunslinger Spawn in the old saloon.
That is a great cover. That Mantina, or that's Javi Fernandez. What you just said.
Yep. Infernals number 3. Kaya. If you'd have told me Kaya was going all the way to 17, I'd have said no way.
I know. I mean, Wes Craig, I guess he's got things
written. He's doing well. Kill Your Darlings 8.
That's the finale. That's it. Double length.
Series finale. I missed that. Yeah, 56 pages for $6. King Spawn 33. Javi Fernandez again on art, doing good. They are finding some good people for these Spawn covers.
Now, are you going to get this Last Mermaid with the axolotl on the cover for your daughter?
I think I have to.
Or maybe she's don't let her see that.
Yeah. So that says that's the Last Mermaid number 1, but this list is for the Last Mermaid.
Oh, that is messed up.
Yeah,
which is right. Which is correct.
Is an adorable wax. Reminds me of the one that is upstairs.
No, I've seen that one.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
It doesn't smile like that.
It has a creepy smile. Monstrous 51. I want to reread these. I really liked everything I read from Monstrous. I don't know why I stopped.
No, because it's 51 issues. That's why.
Yeah. Moonman 4. Of course, Kyle Higgins and Kid Cudi. Rick Remender's Napalm Lullaby on issue 2.
Wow, that's cool.
The One Hand 3 of 5. Rom V. Sacrificer 7. Rick Remender's story.
Just a second arc. Let's go back to The One Hand. So the first issue of The One Hand has not come out yet.
Yes.
So we're on issue 3. And it says, the hit miniseries continues. How do we know it's
How do we know it's a hit? Because it hasn't come out. Sacrificer 7 starting the new story arc. Sam and Twitch Case Files number 2. That's Todd McFarlane book that we have not had come out yet.
Yeah.
But it's Todd McFarlane doing crime and mystery, brother.
So this is Sam and Twitch that was part of Spawn, right?
Yep.
Back in the day?
It's part of the Spawniverse.
I could read that.
Scorched 29. Six Fingers number 3. The hit miniseries continues here as well.
Another crime and mystery. I think the guys laying these catalogs are getting a little lazy.
All right, Drew, I got a crisp $5 bill here for you. Something Epic number 9. The D cover is an album cover. Give me the band.
Oh, man. That Smash Mouth?
That is Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. I was not even in the right genre.
It is so weird that as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Limp Bizkit, baby. There we go. The second album.
It was the font.
Yeah, just the hand reaching and the collar scheme. And I'm like, Stars and Signs 9. Saladin Ahmed finishing that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that creepy cover. Transformers 7. Daniel Warren jumping in Mike Spicer. Yep. But I'm looking at that cover D.
Oh, is that the guy that's a videotape?
Yep.
Oof. Found what I
want to see. It sucks because they're like cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D, cover E, cover F. I'm like, show me them now, and they're not here.
Right. So Under York, I either read the first issue of Under York or I read a preview pages of Under York because I've already read this first issue. So why is 2 just now? You know what you're getting. In April. Why is 2 just out in April? Maybe I didn't read all of them. Maybe it was just a preview.
Yeah. 2 of 6, though.
Yeah. Void Rivals at 8. Great Walking Dead cover.
That is awesome. Who did that cover? Finch, David Finch. Strong work. World Tree number 9. Weatherman volume 3-4. And that's the end of it. 95 pages of image goodness.
Man, we're still talking to Lori on Walking Dead 87? Oh, I thought she was gone.
Well, this is where he's got the phone and he's talking to her even though she's dead.
Yeah, okay. Weatherman, Volume 3, number 4 of 7. And is that how we're ending it?
Yeah, they don't do wrap-up pages or checklists. Sorry, I'm having a coughing fit.
Well, I mean, if you are a Jeff Johns fan, you're probably pretty psyched because we are getting a lot of Jeff Johns.
Yeah, 3 Joneses.
New IP, and that could be good. Looks like there's a lot of crime and mystery stuff, so there's a lot for me here.
Oh, yeah.
Anything for you, Kyle, as you were flipping through there that did anything for you?
Not necessarily new. I mean, obviously the Transformers, the Void Rivals, the ongoing stuff, but nothing on there that I was just like, ooh, can't wait. And, we got no Saga. We got no...
I didn't see a regular G.I. Joe either.
Yeah.
That was missing. So is it
curious what they're going to do when they wrap up Duke, though.
So, there's how many characters?
In G.I. Joe?
Yeah. Right? So Snake Eyes is next, right?
That's what I would think. It's exactly what I was going.
Somebody's going to do Snake Eyes next. That'll be the... Yep. And then, who's number 4? Who's the 4th most popular?
Snow Job or something like that.
Yeah. Who's the girl?
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. But she was kind of popular.
Yep. A lot of cool trades, though, from Image.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff. Solid book. They're solidly the number 3 publisher.
Here we go. All right, Drew, let's check out some of the stuff on the secondary market. Let's head on over to good friends at coverprice.com. Look at their top 10 and see if it's all ultimate still.
Oh, my God, it is. Oh, my God.
At rank 10, we have Darker Image, number 1. A rumor has been floating around about the Channing Tatum and Maxx movie. The Maxx movie has been in development limbo for several years. Blah, 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 blah. He previously appeared in his own title, The Maxx number 1. However, his first appearance as the Maxx is here in Primer 5. Or as Max the Hair is in Primer 5.
This is Darker Image number 1. I think I had this.
But this is the easy one to find and easy one to purchase.
Yeah.
So 34 copies. High sale of $100 for CGC 9.8. But it's still just like a $3 book.
Oh, okay.
At rank 9, we have the first of our Ultimate Spider-Man, number 1. This is the one in 25, Tony Daniels. 30 more copies sold. High sale of $40.
Yeah.
At rank 8, we have the cover C, which is the costume teaser for the game, I think. Or no, that's the 2099 costume teaser. We have 21 copies and a high sale of $40. At rank 7, we have Mateus Manhamoudi cover, 21 copies sold, high sale of $35. At rank 6, we have the David Marquez cover, 31 copies, high sale of $33. We got my boy J. Scott Campbell at the rank 5 spot with just the standard J. Scott Campbell, 58 copies, high sale of $48. And Ryan Stegman cover at rank 4. That's the family group portrait. 53 copies, high sale of $34. At rank 3, we have the Marco Cicchetto. This is the black suit costume.
Mm-hmm. which is one I kind of like that one.
66 copies, high sale of $103, and you ain't getting it for less than $60. At rank 2, we have the standard covered A. Standard cover A, 232 secondary secondary covers.
Wow. 232 sold.
Yeah,
Cheaper.
you're already finding a CG 9.8 for $159.
Wow.
For this $6 book. And the number one book.
$60.
Yeah. The number one book, Ultimate Invasion #1, R.B. Silva, second print. R.B. Silva was the artist who gave us the second print of this key issue and the first cover appearance of Ultimate Spider-Man and Peter Parker. R.B. Silva is also slated to illustrate the cover for the second print of Ultimate Spider-Man #1. The series has been overwhelmingly popular, and it's safe to say this issue may play some significance in the future of this new Spider-Man series. 233 copies of the second print have moved.
Jesus.
Yeah, a high sale of $117 for 69.8. Fair market value $28 for all. Jeez,
is ridiculous. But I mean, we had an Ultimate Spider-Man. There was nothing wrong with that Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah. So does everybody forget?
I guess.
Well, this is the hot new thing, I guess. All right. Yep. Enjoy. At rank 11, we have Wonder Woman #19. We've got James Gunn confirming that Anya Chalotra will voice Cirque in Creature Commandos. So because of that, we sold 17 copies of Wonder Woman #19 with a high sale of $20. Spawn #1, our old favorite, 37 more copies of Spawn #1 changed hands. 183.50 was the high sale, and near mints around $34. Another Ultimate #1. This is the design 1 in 10. Sold 37 copies, $22 for a raw. The Elizabeth Torque Ultimate Spider-Man sold 16 copies and a high sale of $34 for a raw. The Secret Wars #8 Black Suit Spidey. This sold 29 copies of this issue 8. That's surprising, with a high sale of $630 for a 9.8. Raws around $165. The second issue of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees comes in at rank 16, selling 24 copies. A 9.8 came in at $225, and near mints going for around $77, and that's just for the cover A. Kid Venom Origins #1, the Vecchio Surprise 1 per store variant, comes in at rank 17. 25 copies of this one moved. High sale $46 for a raw. Daredevil Volume 2 #9 comes in at rank 18. Another Echo connection, just like the so it's like the Kid Venom above, or is that a different thing? I think that's a different thing. Yeah,
those are different.
Yeah, so Daredevil has the Echo appearance. 24 copies of this sold, high sale of $233.50, but near mints are going around $82. At 19, we have Ultimate Invasion #1, the regular #1 issue. Because Ultimate's in there, sold 23 copies, but Raw's around $10. So this is the only affordable one on the list. And then Ultimate Invasion #2, also the regular cover, 15 copies sold. High sale of $27.90 for a raw copy, and current raws around $6.
There we go. So, it's just come to my attention from my brother that while we were dabbling in some things, our good friend at comicbookinvest.com have released their top 10 hot off the presses. So we're already talking about secondary market. We're already talking about Ultimate Invasion and Ultimate Spider-Man. Let's just keep going. Let's head over to our good friends.
Is it going to be all? Is it going to be all
same,
Ultimate again?
Same list.
Oh, golly. Is there any variation at all? Is it worth reading?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay.
At rank number 1, we have Ultimate Invasion number 1, the second print by R.B. Silva. What? This was one of the outside looking in last week with just a few sales in the $10 to $20 range on this second print. This week, we've had a jump to over 200 sales, and prices quickly rose to $40 as many online shops were also cleared out of dozens of copies. Riding the push of being the first cover appearance of the new version of the Ultimate Spider-Man. He appears inside this issue as well, but this is a second print, so don't call those first appearances personally due to the nature of being a reprint coming later. But you can call it what you want as long as you acknowledge it is one hot book.
Yeah, so Ultimate Invasion number 1 predates Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
Yes.
This second printing, which has Spider-Man on the cover, actually is a second printing of a comic that came out before Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, but it was printed and released after Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. So I would say,
who cares?
What would you say? Which way would you go?
Yeah, this is not his first cover appearance.
It's not.
No.
It's not really, no. But 200 plus sales tells a different story.
People want it anyways.
Yeah.
At rank 2, we have the Marco Cicchetto black suit cover. Almost another 100 sales on this cover. Risen from $50 last week to $100 this week. A high sale of even $120 book for Rawls. Crazy. Cover A, 300 sales. Even hitting a high of $80. At rank 4, we have Thrawn Alliances number 1.
Nice.
The Peter Renard 1 in 25. I was big on this book, and this is a good-looking cover. Thrawn is still selling. It may not be his first appearance anymore, but folks are excited for a big blue strategist. Over 25 sales of this 1 in 25 book in the past week, averaging between $40 and $50, and the high sale of almost $70. Amazing Spider-Man 210 hits rank number 5. Over 30 sales this past week as we are nearing the release of Madam Web.
Oh, yeah,
a bunch
Madam
of
Web.
comics related to this film are seeing slight bumps from the first Ezekiel to the other Spider-Women, but this one features the title character and had a 50% jump in sales from the prior week. CGC 9.8 hit $750 and Rawls hit over $120. At rank 6, we have Thrawn Alliances number 1, the 1 in 100. I believe I picked the non-virgin version of this cover that I loved. A half a dozen sales this week for this super high ratio incentive, mostly ranging between $140 and $175. But there were 2 outliers at $250 and $270. Only a few listed with a couple active auctions, but the new buy it nows are starting over $200.
Wow. Thrawn still got it.
Still got it. At rank 7, Ghost Machine number 1, the 1 in 100 Jason Fabok. About 7 sales this week, ranging from 120 to 150 on this signed and hand numbered 1 in 100 incentive edition. Looks like there were 775 copies based on the signatures that we have seen that are numbered. And since they were all signed and numbered by hand, we should know the exact number. An exciting start to this new pocket universe over at Image. Readers seem to be buzzing with anticipation for this new endeavor over at Image.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's, of course, Ghost Machine is our first Ghost Machine imprint.
Yeah.
At rank 8, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 113. Spider-Man related books continue to dominate this list at nearly 20 sales this week for the first appearance of Hammerhead. Villain speculation and rumors for the Spider-Man 4 movie have collectors looking towards Kingpin and crime-related baddies to make appearances. Reappearances in gang wars don't hurt either. Mid-grade Rawls around $50 these days, and 2 slabs in the 9.0 to 9.2 range hit over $170.
Yeah, you could do worse than trying to grab the first appearances of Spider-Man as rogues. That'd be a fun collection to work on till you got back down to early Kingpin, Vulture.
Yeah.
Might be a little challenging then, but yeah, that'd be a fun collection.
At rank 9, Web of Spider-Man number 36. Rumors and speculation have this one sneaking in at the bottom of the list, with about a dozen sales going from $7 last week to $20 to $25 this week, as the first appearance of Tombstone is seeing action again. Based on speculation for the villain for Spider-Man form, it seems attention is on the street-level crime antagonists.
Yeah, very cool.
At rank 10, Cobra Commander 1, the 1 in 100 John Boy Myers foil. Almost 20 sales this week for this foil 1 in 100 incentive cover. While last week it was only selling a bit over ratio at the average of 125, this seems to have increased in not only volume but price as well, as it is now 150 to an average of 108, at high sale of $187. The story is engaging, but we seem to be seeing more and more books selling well that are actually good reads these days.
Yeah.
Like that trend. And notable additional sales. Fantastic Four number 110, the green printing cover. Sold this week for a whopping $5,400 in a CGC 9.6, which is up significantly from the last 9.6 sold back in 2017 for just $1,000. This trippy printing error has its fans, as many collectors like to hunt for the weird and the unique.
So it's green, so it's not supposed to be green.
Is about shot. This magazine is Haunted number 16. A CGC 9.2 sold this week for a record $28,800. Granted, it's the only sale in that grade, and there are only 2 copies in 9.2 to begin with. But an impressive sale number nonetheless.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Listen. C4FAP don't give sick days, so you need to suck it up.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm just hitting a lot of mute buttons and coughing my darn fool head off, and I've drank all my drink.
So let's move on over to the new releases. We'll start in Lunar, and we'll take a look at stuff coming out on the 30th of January. Usually crappy weeks, usually in a crappy month. Let's hope we can buck the trend.
Don't bury the lead there, sir.
So what we've got here is Batman 428, Robin Lives, the one shot. This is a second printing of that. So you can find out for yourself what changed.
If you're so inclined.
Yep. We get a Batman and Robin annual with a lot of fun stuff. I love the Dustin Nguyen. We've got Batman Off-World number 3 with a great Christian Ward cardstock. I really like what we're doing. What?
Where are you at?
130, 2024 in new releases.
Why are you in 130?
Why am I in 130? Because that's,
there we go. Yep, I got it now. I was clicking on the wrong thing. Now I'm following.
How much cold medicine have you taken?
Yeah, not enough.
Batman Superman World's Finest. We've got a Jamal Campbell cardstock, which is pretty stellar. I like that a lot. And we got DC's Power, which is another DC Power one shot with multiple covers. Very cool.
I like the cover C.
Yeah, I do too. The Dennis Cohen. That's pretty good. Jill and the Killers is a double-sized 48-pager from who is this from? Oni Press. Oni Press giving us Jill and the Killers number 1. I thought there's a Marguerite Sauvage cover B, which is kind of cool. Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla.
Second print. That's impressive.
Goes to a second printing for issue 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a bunch of Power Girls.
Stjepan Sejic with the interesting cover.
Yeah.
So giving her the Superman,
glasses,
undersuit, and they're giving her the Clark Kent treatment with that.
Okay, I like it. Very cool. Josh Sway doing a foil cover for that. Dan Moore cover, amazing as always.
You never let me get away with just saying Josh Sway.
Oh, because of the Swaby thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that being that big of a deal, but okay.
You stop me every time I've ever said
it was probably one time. Look at these Titan Beats World covers for the last issue.
I get Nightwing as a fox. That's interesting.
And we've got just a great Deodato Jr. cover. Oh my goodness, what is going on there? That's great.
That is very cool.
Really nice.
What is the name of that star?
Starro.
Starro, that's right. Very good start.
Not real complex.
No.
Yeah, and you're right. We do get a Clayton Henry lenticular of Nightwing as a fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the ladies. They already knew.
They already knew he was a fox. Hey.
And a Trinity special one shot. So not terrible. Not terrible. Let's see what 131 offers us. We've got the Atlas Artist Edition #1, which is old school looking stuff from Joe
$75
Manili.
hardcover.
Yeah, for fans of that. Now, I've got Deer Editor here. Deer Editor was our pick last week. And it's out. So that's interesting.
Initial due date,
yeah. Duke, #2, is out. I hope I enjoyed the first issue, so I hope I enjoy the second. Not reading the standalone G.I. Joe title.
Yeah.
Never
You're
really
302 behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's too late for me, I think, there. Plenty of Spawn there. King Spawn. Local Man. Moon Man is a #1 from Carl Higgins and Kid Cudi.
Kid
Cudi.
Will the hip hop people head on over to the comic book store?
I don't know. He's like an alternative hip hopper, right?
Sure.
Not a standard hip hopper.
Nope, we fell in Drew's pick of the week. Skeeter's #2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that I'm excited for that one.
Void Rivals 2, 5th print. Void Rivals 3, 4th print. Void Rivals 4, 3rd print. Void Rivals 5, 3rd print.
That's amazing.
I love it.
And World Treat #7 finishes it out. Let's slide over to our friends at Previews World and look at what Boom has to offer us. Oh, Animal Pound gets a 2nd print. That is that's Scott Snyder or Tom King? Tom King. Get those guys confused. House of Slaughter does a Pen and Ink #1.
Oh, Pine and Merrimack went to a 2nd print.
Well, that was cool. I believe, was that
That's
pick?
my boy Kyle Starks.
Yeah. Your boy. When did you get Kyle Starks?
I'm sorry, what's my first name?
Yeah, you're right.
See, he and I related. Simpatico.
Okay. You got it. We're gonna do Marvel's gonna do Amazing Spider-Man 252 facsimile. That's a great cover. One of my early Spidey purchases off the rack. Avengers Twilight hits issue 2. Dead X-Men #1, which I'm not sure what the concept is there.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Death was only the beginning. When the world turned against Krakoa, these 5 mutants lost their lives, but their mission as X-Men is just getting started. They must accomplish the impossible or die again trying.
Kevin Eastman cover.
Yeah. If I ever read X books, that would be the one.
If only.
Yeah, because they're dead. Marvel Voice Legends hits #1. That's is that like Rising Stars type of deal?
Yeah,
Is that what Voices, Marvel's Voices is?
Mm-hmm. Spider Boy's got some weird covers, including a Wolverine.
So is this a second Spider Boy? Like it's way like it's on its second.
It's only on issue 3, dude.
It is only on issue 3?
Yeah.
Wow, it feels like it's been out forever.
Yeah.
Wolverine has. We have watch Wolverine, see what they jams in there. They've been putting some stuff in there that's getting hot. Nice Sheena cosplay cover from Dynamite. Your American Psycho does another business card cover.
Very cool.
From Massive. I keep telling myself I'm going to look that up and rewatch that American Psycho because I don't remember it like as a cult classic. But it must be.
I mean, I think I remember about half a dozen scenes that I like. Know, but
when we get to the back half, maybe the 5th week's where we get to the bottom of the barrel there. Holmes and Houdini. This is a Zenoscope book, and they already had didn't they already do like a female Sherlock Holmes relaunch? I wonder if it's some tie in there. Maybe. There's Jill and the Killers covers again from Oni. Moon Man, that's that other Kid Cudi. Why I can't pronounce his name. Only 2 ways to go, and I go the wrong way every time.
Wrong way each time.
Rick and Morty, yet another volume of that. Tarot Witch of the Black Rose hits issue 107. No, that's a Skyclad limited edition, so they're way above that. Dumb. Oh, Ribbon Queen's back with issue 7. Not a ton of choices, my brother.
No, this is more difficult than it has to be. All right, brother, this is one of the podcasts where I ask for your sneak peek at next week. What's the one comic you have to go into your local comic book shops and pick up because it's going to be the next big thing?
I am going to go with Jill and the Killers, #1 from Oni Press. It's double-sized, and maybe it's good. I was real close to taking the Stjepan Sejic Power Girl.
That is the other, that like if you look at my extra tab, that is the one that's my extra tab that I thought was the biggest.
But it's an uncovered, which is just Power Girl covers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why ultimately I did not do that. But it was close.
That was the book that caught my eye the most. And other than that, everything else is kind of boring. And as I continue to cough my head off. Yeah, the Spider Boys are meh. Something might happen in this Dr. Aphra I'm a little worried about because it's got some weird wording in it. But yeah, I'm going to take your Sejic, do it as the second one, just because it was the most eye-catching of the covers.
It was. Definitely was.
Jill going to a second print, but nothing.
Yeah, I get it. Well, it is a 5th week of a doldrum month, so you'll have that.
All right, sorry about that. Thank you, Drew. Oh, we appreciate you for tagging along as I drag my voice through this 5th week of January as Drew and I go through our sneak peeks at next week. And we talk multiple times about every single Ultimate Spider-Man ever created. We appreciate you guys. If you want more from Kyle and Drew, head on over to patreon.com, find comics for fun and profit. Throw a couple bucks, get me to, I'll make private conversations of me coughing directly at you if you need to, whatever. All kinds of fun stuff. So we appreciate it for Drew and for myself. See ya.
Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4 FAP links you could ever need, all in one place. You can provide feedback, listen, support, share, enjoy these. We have our Patreon there. You can buy us a beer or a coffee. You can check out our Instagrams, our Twitters, our Facebooks. Check out our YouTube page. You can email us. You can listen to our podcasts on Patreon, if you're a subscriber, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on Podbean. We have Google Podcasts on there. We have an Amazon wish list. You want to buy Kyle and I something? Fine. You can do that here. We appreciate it. We have Kyle's RPG podcast listed on there, so you can check out his Dork Day Afternoon offerings. We have Cowabunga links, so you can check out the Cowabunga Deep Discount FOC and pre-order list. Get on that. That's RLCS, so you can check that out as well. And we want to just give you opportunities to say hi, to check out what we're doing, support us if you would like, or just listen. Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4 FAP links you could ever need. Thanks. Back to the show.
In a world ravaged by war and chaos, a group of survivors must band together to brave the dangers of a post-apocalyptic landscape. The year is 2000, and the world has been plunged into darkness. The nuclear fires have burned out, leaving behind a wasteland of ruins and radiation. But amidst the rubble and despair, a glimmer of hope still remains. Join Dork Day Afternoon as they face off against marauding gangs, enemy soldiers, and even the harsh elements themselves in the world of Twilight 2000. Will our heroes survive the challenges ahead? Can they keep their own humanity intact? Or will they succumb to the harsh realities of life after the end of the world? 2 past midnight. An actual play podcast by Dork Day Afternoon.